Imagine the softest sheets you've ever felt. Now imagine them getting even softer over time. I'm here to tell you about Boll & Branch sheets. In a recent customer survey, 96% replied that Boll & Branch sheets get softer with every wash. They're made from the rarest organic cotton and designed to get even softer over time. Try their sheets with a 30-night guarantee plus 15% off your first order with code Odyssey. So head to BOLLandbranch.com today. Exclusions apply. See site for details.
This is GoPowerCat.com publisher Tim Fitzgerald. Thank you for listening to this PowerCat podcast. Make sure you never miss an episode of the PowerCat podcast by subscribing on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, TuneIn, or your favorite podcast network. And if you enjoy this podcast, please consider becoming a subscriber to GoPowerCat.com. We cover the Wildcats like no one else, with our VIP customers enjoying one-of-a-kind coverage from our team of professional journalists. And sign up today for an annual subscription to GPC and grab a 30% discount on your first year. And now here's the PowerCat Podcast.
The following is a GoPowerCat.com and Spirit Street production. You've discovered your link to GoPowerCat.com's PowerCat Overtime podcast, presented by Fridge Wholesale Liquor, and it starts right now. Now, let's go to the WTC Gig-Powered Studios. Here's your host, GoPowerCat.com publisher, Tim Fitzgerald.
Welcome to the Overtime. I've been making a big deal about it. It's Friday. It's overtime. I'm going to be very passive and normal about this. It's the overtime. I'm Tim Fitzgerald. Giggles. Who's Riley Gates? This guy, Zach Carlson.
It's like that episode of The Office when they make the banner. It says, "It is your birthday." It's just a statement of fact. This is the overtime.
This is the overtime.
Wake up, sleepyhead!
It's the overtime. So this is how it works. We take your questions from Wabash Station. We normally do one podcast answering your questions in a serious and respectful manner, except when we're not. And then it's true. Yeah. And then you ask us bizarre crap, and we put it in the overtime. And then we decided, hey, let's make the overtime its own podcast, put it on Friday. And this week we decided, hey, we don't have a pregame podcast on Thursday. Let's do another questions podcast on Thursday. So we had questions, overtime.
And boom goes the dynamite.
We had like 4 quarters instead of 2 halves, and then 1 overtime. So it was like women's basketball.
All right. That's how all basketball should be.
It should. At this point, right? College basketball, college men's basketball is the only one with halves.
There's not any other one that does halves. Junior high basketball plays quarters.
I want more buzzer beaters. Give me quarters.
Bang! I just want continuity. That's all.
You just need that in your life.
I am just a fool.
After that childhood, you need some continuity. All those foster homes in Beloit.
Those negative thoughts are your critical inner voice saying those things to you, and I want to replace those negative thoughts with something positive, a daily affirmation. Now look in the mirror. Come on. Don't look at me. Only you can help you. That's it.
Sorry, Brian. Jelly, you're not listening.
Oh, he's not listening to the overtime.
Oh, he should be. Everyone does. Everyone does. Is that on the... You hear that?
Now it is.
Okay. Moving my mic around. We're sponsored by the Fridge. That's it.
That is another statement of fact.
That was the entire read. Go to the Fridge Wholesale Liquor. It's right there. It's in the Blockbuster. You know, if you're old enough, if you're old enough and you can walk in the Fridge and you still got your Blockbuster card, you can buy without an ID.
Kids, Blockbuster was a store that sold videos. It was like Netflix, except Blockbuster was even like before the old Netflix. You know, does anybody still do DVD Netflix?
Yeah, it's still there. I don't know who does it. That's just weird to me. Yeah. I mean, because you can get newer movies, right? Than you can get on Netflix streaming. Is that right?
I mean, the DVD service of Netflix has like every movie versus streaming. It's just
right, but that's assuming you have a console to play a DVD. I mean, honestly, Not a lot of
I
people
remember
do.
that moment a few years ago when we had the VHS machine, and my wife said, "Do we need this anymore?" No.
I mean, think about
do
it.
not.
The only reason I can watch movies at my house is because I have a PlayStation.
Well, good for you.
Can you put it in the Blu-ray? Look,
No, I don't. It's not a Blu-ray player.
Yes, it is.
It is.
Yeah, PlayStation's.
Okay. I
They're
didn't know
how
that.
did I know that?
You
And
still,
he didn't.
You still buy discs. They'd say Blu-ray on it.
I guess I just figured they didn't play Blu-rays because it was older. I thought the newer PlayStations played Blu-rays and mine didn't. Because I've had it for 5 years.
PlayStation 3, Blu-ray.
Oh, well, I apologize. I was wrong.
That's okay.
Do you understand ESPN Plus?
Don't start with me.
Okay. So, Blockbuster was Redbox, but an entire store.
I'm surprised Redbox is still a thing.
It's good.
I've never
I don't
used
mean to. I don't mean this to sound condescending, but I think lower income people do use Redbox a lot. It's inexpensive.
It's entertainment.
They don't have streaming, so
I mean, I'd rather go get a Redbox for $1 versus $4 on Apple or wherever you rent it from.
Well,
Oh, that's
renting
good
on
point.
Apple is because you got to go somewhere, and you don't necessarily have portable DVD players.
Not
all the
necessarily. I'm just saying it's an option to rent
Right.
on iTunes
I don't-
or
I was just saying I don't think it's fair to compare the two because
they're just different levels. I mean, you don't have to drive anywhere, or you can save money and drive somewhere. I just saw something now. I think it was Albertsons now has basically like a dog kennel that's air conditioned.
yeah, I want to know how those lock.
It's
it have a
basically
keypad?
like a locker. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, because I saw those and I was like, that doesn't look like it locks, and like someone's gonna steal my dog, you know?
Yeah, it's like you put in your credit card. I imagine you have to have your credit card to open it back up. I don't know. I'm not sure. But it's air conditioned, ventilated, self sanitizing, which I didn't understand because I need my whole house done that way. That'd be nice if you made a locker for my whole house and then my dogs came in and if we had an accident, it just went away. Self sanitized.
Brilliant.
Work on that, Riley.
Teslas do that too. They have like a pet mode where you push it.
Hell, Teslas, your pet could drive it. If you put in,
true.
go to PetSmart and put a note on your dog's collar saying, I need dog food, here's daddy's credit card, they could load it up and then send you back, like return, and take your dog back home.
Is it bad that I could legitimately see someone attempting to do such a thing?
Well, hell, people are sleeping while driving Teslas now. It's a regular thing.
So
And they're not 100% self-driving.
right.
How much do you trust if you're going to sleep on a busy California highway while your car self-drives when it's not designed to be fail-safe?
Sound like a good idea to me.
I just want to try it once.
I feel like those people have relationship issues because they're always picking bad relationships because they just trust. They over-trust. It's like every bachelor and bachelorette, let me put this in language you could understand. Every bachelor and bachelorette you've ever seen, I'm 35, I'm gorgeous, I've had boyfriends and girlfriends.
That's really old for Bachelor.
Hey,
Stop.
there were some on this season. All right.
I'm 28, I'm gorgeous, and I've had relationships, but none I wanted to talk about, and I'm never going to get married. Yeah, it's because you're nuts. There's something wrong with you. Those are the people driving the Teslas, falling asleep, letting them drive down the highway. We haven't even gotten the questions, and here I go. I'm off here in this strange corner, and I'm not even freaking sure how I got here.
I was just going to let you go.
I'm back. Zach, get going. Questions from Wabash Station.
From David Sean Henry from Twitter.
Yeah, I know David Sean Henry from Twitter. Well, I don't know him personally. I just know him from Twitter.
Will we actually get the all-white uniforms this year? I know it takes some time to get alternate uniforms. All I'm asking for is some all-whites.
Well, it's going to happen when they accidentally put bleach in the wash. Damn it, we weren't going to do it. It was all a joke, and now we got to do it. Yeah, I'm confident it's happening. I'm thinking it's the KU game.
Man, what a waste.
Is it, Ron Prince? Is it?
What'd you say?
Look, if they would have come out and worn them against Mississippi State, they would have beaten them by 50.
Really?
They would have lost, and K-State would have worn the traditionals for the rest of your life.
I'm confident it's happening.
Yeah.
I'm just less confident about when. I didn't really think it was going to be this weekend, but I also understand it's subject to change. But if you're wearing all whites, it's a road uniform.
Look, here's the thing. Well, unless you Dallas Cowboyed it. Could you do that in college?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can, but
LSU.
you can't hide it.
That's right.
You have to arrange with the other team to do it, and it has to be known that you're wearing road uniforms at home.
So, look, the thing is, it's not a guess at this point. Like, they've said it on the record. Not about whites, but they've talked about
Something's
alternates. So, like, it's a
And-
matter of time.
And they've gone on the record, we can't get new jerseys. The new jerseys are a year out. So they've also said the jersey, the physical top has to stay the same because they don't have an alternate for that, but they can get it in a year. So that leaves alternate helmet because they get blanks and put the Power Cat on. So then you just got to get a white helmet with a purple Power Cat and purple stripes set. And then pants you can get whether or not you have a Power Cat or piping on them. I don't know. I don't know the plan there.
I just can't wait for the day this isn't a story. Like, and I don't mean that as a dig at K-State fans or us. I mean it like, I can't wait for the day that K-State wearing an alternate uniform is just like, oh, hey, they're wearing an alternate today. That's fine. Cool.
Now, I love Fritchen. At lunch on Wednesday, he said, I'm just not caught up in this. I just want to see if they win or lose. That's so Fritchen. But that is. He's very analytical and
Yeah.
And not all people are caught up in this, and certainly I think older fans aren't as caught up. I don't want to see them to go Oregon, Oklahoma State.
No.
I want to know who the team is.
I think Oklahoma State's still within reason.
I don't.
Not anymore.
They used to be, but not anymore. They've got 64 combinations or something they can run out there. Rotating helmets and, because that's
At
the
least
other
they're
thing.
not absurd, though, like pink.
Okay, let's say, look, they have a blue basketball uniform.
That's Native American culture.
Well, so you're like, pink is clearly for breast cancer. Are you,
Okay, fair enough.
What are we complaining about
That's
here?
fair.
Okay.
I retract my comment about the pink.
Okay, so we had this discussion the other day, and I want everyone listening, both of you, to think about this. If they get white helmets with a purple Power Cat this year and wear them as an all-white ensemble, oh, it's lovely, on the road, that's an alternate uniform, right? That's
Yes.
different. If they come home and wear white pants with that white helmet and a purple top, is that another alternate uniform? Or is that
Yes.
just the same alternate with a different top?
It is an alternate uniform.
Any new combination is
Okay.
an alternate uniform. I mean that's
Okay,
like,
so
and I don't mean that as like me saying that. Like objectively, if you look at helmet trackers or Oklahoma State, Mississippi State actually has a really good uniform tracker site. If the decals are different on the helmet, it's an alternate. Like if you change something that is different,
When K-State wore the camos, that was different. Now,
well, even against Iowa State when they changed the decals,
are we
alternate.
sure about the digital camo Power Cat? That was pretty cheap.
that was.
Still an alternate.
Okay, so you can get away with ordering one different set of pants and one different helmet and have two different alternate uniforms. These are like the greatest college football kangaroos, the mix and matching outfits. That's all it's becoming now. Will this mix and match with my other outfits?
As long as they don't go
It's like The Bachelorette.
as long as they don't go three colors, white helmet, purple jersey, silver pants, I'm happy.
So, but that's my thing is Mike Stanley does incredible designs. I love them. I don't even like the Tom and Jerry Wildcat with the pennant. I'm not a big fan of that. That goes back to the 80s before the Power Cat, when that was what we had, and we thought this is ridiculous. We got a cartoon cat here. But his helmet version of it is kind of cool. And I love his Big K, Little State throwback to the 60s helmet. I think that's really cool. But in reality, I don't want them. The Power Cat's the brand. I'll take a white helmet with a purple Power Cat. I'll take a purple helmet with a white Power Cat. I'll take a dark gray helmet with a purple. I don't know. But give me a solid helmet with the stripes down the middle, or not. Or not. I'm flexible on that with a solid Power Cat. Not an outline Power Cat that we talked about and then had to explain to Riley what we meant by that. Not a giant Power Cat like...
I have to explain it. I was asking for clarification.
Like that wraps, like the Power Cat blown out at an angle, which would be kind of cool looking, but let's not have that. Let's stick with the brand. Someone turns on their TV, they see a helmet with a Power Cat on the side. By God, that's Kansas State.
So just to clarify, you don't think K-State should move away from the Power Cat as their primary logo?
No, I'm pretty solid that
Okay.
the Power Cat is K-State.
Yeah, I'm there too.
Now, here's my controversial stand. I stand with Trey Deshawn. Power Cat helmet, jersey, jorts.
Say what?
Statement right there. Yeah, we're K-State football. We're wearing jorts. We've cut off jeans as shorts. They're comfortable.
Actually, that's the alternate pants. They made denim looking football pants, kind of like the USA wore in 2010 in Vancouver. The snowboarders. They looked like they were wearing jeans.
Oh, I forgot about that. You are a plethora of historical information.
You're welcome.
You're the best, no matter what everybody on this app says.
Next.
From Latrelli K on Twitter.
Hey, Latrelli K. You should follow me at Life of Fitz.
Please stop that.
How can we get Robert and his Big 12 sign in a Big 12 commercial?
Oh, I bet it'll happen. That was awesome. I apologize to the person who tweeted this because I can't remember who it was, but trolling level 100. Because they're chanting SEC all the time, and he just silently holds up the Big 12 sign.
If it was a Texas fan, it'd already be all over every channel.
It was awesome.
That was pretty good, though.
I feel like it's a couple years too late. I feel like it's not as...
I hate to burst bubbles. Robert's never going to be in a Big 12 commercial.
I don't know.
Pause and take a serious look at what's going on.
One of America's great super fans.
I'm not arguing that. I'm arguing, I don't think ESPN or the Big 12. Like, if you went to the Big 12 and you're like, hey, you know that Kansas State fan, Robert, the guy that's always at all the games, they'd be like, who are you talking about?
Oh, no. No.
You think the Big 12?
Big 12. People around the conference know, but I guarantee you ESPN, like bigwigs in New York, don't know, and a production kid in New York doesn't know, but the people that come to Manhattan know.
Okay.
Yeah, because Robert probably introduces himself. He probably walks into the ESPN production truck where they have snacks and brings a couple Ziplocs.
Good for him.
Getting the crew together isn't as easy as it used to be. We get it. Life comes at you fast. But trust us, your pals are desperate for a good hang. And when they hear you stock the party with drinks from Drizzly, they'll be banging down your door. Let Drizzly, the go-to app for drink delivery, take care of the supplies. All you need is an excuse. It doesn't even have to be a good one. It's your dog's birthday. The loquats are finally ripe. Whatever. With Drizzly, you can compare prices on a massive selection of beer, wine, and spirits and get them delivered straight to your door. Which means you can entice the crew to leave their houses without ever leaving yours. Whatever the occasion, download the Drizzly app or go to drizzly.com. That's DRIZLY.com today. Must be 21 plus, not available in all locations.
From KSU Cat 80, what was good eating in Starkville / surroundings?
We didn't eat that much.
We had
one meal?
2 meals.
We got to town in Jackson, and Fritch and Zach went to Whataburger. I didn't because I ate in Dallas. They didn't eat. I was really it was just a miscommunication. If I'd have known they were going to Whataburger, I still would have gone.
Kids, there's always room for Whataburger.
Yeah, and so I didn't eat with them. I ended up going to a sports bar that night with somebody. It was good. It was wings. It was fine. Just a random sports bar. The breakfast was good.
It was named Hooters.
No, what?
I'm sorry. I made that up. It wasn't named Hooters.
The breakfast at the stadium was good, but and I had grits for the first time.
How, were they good?
Yeah. I still can't describe them, though.
Grits is like anything else for me. If it's well done, it's good. If it's not well done, it's It's
like I tasted, and I don't mean this is bad. I love this. It tasted like I was eating gravy.
It's like mush.
Yeah. And so, I mean, but it was delicious. Like, if you said, hey, do you want to have some grits? I'd be like, hell yeah. So we had that, and then we got cookout after the game, and
which was fast and easy.
And it was good, and it was fun.
And you got like 3 full meals for $3.
Here's the thing with our schedule.
It's ridiculous.
With our schedules, the only way we can ever go have like a meal, you know, go someplace, sit down, whatever, is a situation like Friday where we're there, we're not doing anything, we got time to kill, but just with the travel way. You
get thrown off.
Yeah, with travel, we got thrown off. We were all eating on different times, so yeah, we haven't really ever sat down and gone to like a good restaurant for quite some time.
It just doesn't happen. It's not going to happen. Oklahoma State, you guys are going down the day of the game.
We'll get Whataburger on the way in.
Yep.
We'll get it on the way out on Sunday.
Yep.
I mean, that's what it is.
Well, no, you won't because you're staying in Ponca City.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Got it. Do we not go through Edmond?
Oh, no, you're north. Man, your geography.
Why the hell? All right, why the hell would I know everything about every state like Zach? I don't. Why is that so ridiculous?
Stillwater is north of Oklahoma City.
Like, yeah, I understand that.
Hey, are we going to go through Austin when we go to the TCU game?
If I'm not that familiar with Texas and Oklahoma, you can't expect me to know that.
I expect you to know.
I hadn't gone to Texas until I started working here.
You have maps.
What the hell would I need to know for?
You know what? I think this is the best show I've ever done.
Curiosity where all the universities are located?
I don't think it's that absurd for me to be like, do we go through Edmond when we're leaving Ponca City, Oklahoma, where I've never been in my life before?
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in this program.
I don't know where Ponca is in between there. You lived in the damn state. You went to the state for 18 years.
As you head south, you will see an exit for Ponca. You will see an exit for Stillwater. And then you keep going. You see Edmond, Oklahoma City, and then Norman.
Okay. I'm just not aware of the layout of the state. Zach had family in Oklahoma growing up. He went there a lot. Zach drives every time we go to Oklahoma. He knows the roads. I don't. I've never been there except for work.
In case you get confused, Tulsa's part of Nebraska.
I just think it's a ridiculous thing to shame me for.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Can we hit up the Golden Q in Hayes on our way to Salina?
Yeah.
I mean, that's okay. Basically the...
No, it's not the same. Isn't comparing the distance or the routes. I'm comparing, why do you expect me to know Oklahoma like the back of my hand?
I'm trying to deflate this situation by talking about another topic.
No, I'm not going to let him just throw that comment out.
The Q has like a Ponca City's north of Stillwater.
We do this drive a billion times.
And how many times have we taken this drive and gone to Ponca City?
None.
Exactly. I don't know where the hell it is.
Now, that one I understand. But why would you go south from Stillwater?
Because I don't know where Ponca is. I just didn't know. I've never been there. I've never looked to go there.
There's no way I'm going to send you
said, Riley, know the state of Oklahoma. That way, in case you're ever on a work road trip, you know where you are. I'd be like, all right. All I do is sit in the car and we go by the freaking carnival place every time. All those bad roller coasters. And I'm like, oh, we're kind of almost there. And then we go by it on the way home. We take the same route every time. I just don't know where Ponca sits. Excuse me for not knowing that. But growing up here.
Are we going to go through Edmond on the way home?
But it's not like Oklahoma is West Virginia where you don't know where the city.
Like, oh, yeah, if we take that route out of town, we'll go through Edmond. I didn't know where Ponca City sits. If you could have told me it sits on the border of Texas, and I would have believed you, because I just don't know.
Yay! I'm calling this road trip the 007 because we are going to bond.
I have no reason to know.
Because, yes, that's where I'd make you stay. So the game's in Stillwater, but you're going to stay in Texas that night.
I'm just saying in general. I hate his condescending. Oh.
So disrespectful for you to say something like that.
They're like brothers.
I remember when I had my first beer.
That's so funny. The last time I heard that, I laughed so hard I fell off my dinosaur.
I don't know which one's Will Ferrell and which one's Bill O'Reilly. What's the guy saying?
Bill O'Reilly?
John C. Reilly.
That guy, yeah.
You guys both look like you might want to hit me in the face. You do. I can tell. Well, why don't you do it?
From Adam K63.
Jackass.
Did you like the open air press box at Mississippi State?
No. Now I'm mad.
What you did really hurt me.
I'm running low on energy. I need food, I think. I'm mad. It's getting hot in here, which is exactly like what happened in that open air press box.
Oh, my God, it is hot in here. It just clicked over to 81.
Allow me to be the pity me media guy for a second.
Ignore. Wait, where's the ignore button?
What is the point of having an outdoor press box?
So there was no option to close it?
They had a window that would come down, but I didn't see any like air conditioning.
That's probably exactly it. It's probably so old it doesn't have AC.
So if let's say it had been raining, like into the press box.
I don't get it.
We'd have had to shut the windows.
So
probably would have been foggy too.
Yeah, like
wouldn't have been able to see anything.
Well, that's probably exactly it. They probably couldn't do it because of fog. I mean, it probably would have fogged up the front of the windows. So look, folks, I know you're not feeling any sympathy for the media, but we're working with equipment. I mean, there's computers and all that moisture isn't good. You're not dressed in fan gear. You're dressed professionally, like nice shorts. But no, it's just not comfortable to be in that work situation unless you're Ryan Black.
Okay, got Truex on the outside here. This is where he restarted last time. This has been a pretty good lane to restart in. Can the inside line do anything? We got somebody new up on the inside. What's he going to do? Da-da-da-da. You got such and such in row 2. And
yeah.
Enjoyed it. I'm home. I'm with my people.
Look, if this is how they used to do it, like, I don't know, 70s, 80s, like if this is how press boxes were, then I guess I understand, like, if it had just been like that. This is 2019.
And you're
in
the SEC.
Exactly. Figure it out. If Kansas State can have a press box that's really, really nice and air-conditioned and inside and see everything, how can the SEC not have one? My good God. And it wasn't even nice outside.
And don't start them on the outhouse.
On the contrary, that was the best on-field media setup I've ever experienced.
Well, but see, that's another point, though. You were on the field, and they did take care of you, but you had a breeze, you had moving air. And up in the press box, you've got 3 sides around you. You don't have, unless the wind would be coming right in, which would be a weird direction for wind. Yeah, no, you're screwed. You're just sitting there in stagnant, humid air. I watched at home in my Hawaii-themed office. It was lovely.
Again, I know you guys probably don't feel bad for us, and I'm not saying you should, but if I wanted to endure the elements of the game, I would be a fan, and I would sit out there, and I wouldn't complain, because that's part of being that's one of the parts of being a fan. Part of being in the media is I don't have to sit outside and endure the heat or the rain or the cold or the snow.
You're there to,
unless you're Zach.
You're not there to cheer. You're there to work.
Exactly.
You're there to do your job. And also, in the most unforgiving thing that happened, his ice cream sandwich melted.
They actually had indoor. They had a really good ice cream.
What do you mean? Like the ice cream was indoor? Like
well, all right.
They
So
had an eating room.
If you want me to like compare it, they had like a. It was almost like we were in suites, like those East Side suites. You know how they have like the indoor concession stand, and then you kind of come through those glass doors, and there's the outdoor seating on the east side of the stadium.
Oh, weird.
So when we went inside where the food was or the bathrooms were, that's air conditioned, but we couldn't work from there.
Odd.
Yes.
That's an odd setup.
You had to literally go out glass doors to get to your seats.
Did they have boiled peanuts in the press box? Because that's a real disappointment if they didn't.
They had popcorn.
When the whole family comes together to watch the game, nobody wants to miss a second of the action to run to the grocery store. With Instacart, you can get all your weekly groceries in as fast as an hour. Less time shopping means more game time. Let's go. Visit instacart.com to get free delivery on your first 3 orders. Offer valid for a limited time. $10 minimum per order. Additional terms apply.
Should we move on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
From Chris66204, what are your favorite balls to eat?
Well,
he lists meatballs.
Oh, thank God.
Peanut butter balls, popcorn balls, hush puppies, cheese balls, cake pops, chocolate truffles, and bowl testicles.
I don't like the question because it's like cake pops are amazing.
I got to stop.
Or hush puppies.
Hold on. I got to put something in here that I am going to make an enemy out of my dearest friend, Toby, Absolute Purple. He has an idea to open up a store called...
Wait for it. Here it comes. Almost there.
Just Balls. So, yes, all of these things would be available in the food section of Just Balls, along with the sporting goods.
Have you ever watched Kicking and Screaming with Will Ferrell?
No.
Because his father or father-in-law or whatever ran a store, and like they had a commercial, and it was like, we sell balls.
Wow.
Yeah.
So he's not even that original. But here's what I added to his idea here. Just Balls, it would be a corporate thing, and you would locate all your stores next to Dick's Sporting Goods. So your ads would be Just Balls, just south of Dick's. My choice is meatballs.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
I love meatballs. I love meatballs. If you have me over and you have appetizers and you have the little wiener things floating around in the sauce and meatballs, I'm probably never leaving. I'm going to eat until the food's all gone.
I am a person that believes in second chances. I think America is the land of second chances, except for when it comes to this dude, Mr. Jabba the Hutt, you fat, slovenly, no good, lazy.
I'll say like cheese balls to an extent. After a while, they get to be excessive.
Do you eat it like an apple or with crackers?
Oh, that kind of. No, I meant like
little tiny.
I meant like fried cheese balls.
Oh, those
like Cheetos Puffs, but balls. Cheese ball, like a cheese.
No,
ball?
I mean like go to Sonic and get a cheese or like
like a cheese curd.
No. Or well, I guess kind of like a cheese curd, but like like deep fried in a ball.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Curds are more oval,
no, I get it.
Cylinder.
What are you thinking?
This, yeah, I didn't think about that. Hush puppies are real, but like the question's so tough because like I could say cheese balls, but I equally like cake balls, but they're not. You can't compare them because one is a sweet thing, one is a salty thing.
No, not all balls are like.
Say what?
I'll go malted milk.
I'm out.
Oh, I love malted milk balls. Oh, that rivals meatballs. That's my dessert. Becky, if you're listening to this, we need to have an all balls theme party and not invite Toby because it'll go south real fast.
South.
Okay, this is getting really graphic. Can we maybe please talk about anything else?
We better move on.
I should not have put that question in.
From Queso Cat, what is the best cheese-named food entree?
He's only asked cheese questions for the last 3 weeks.
Freaking awesome. Now I know why he wanted to change his name. He had a whole theme going. He didn't just want a new name. He had his theme. Cheese what?
Cheese-named food entree. It's not a side.
Entree?
Yeah.
How many are there? There's like...
Are there any?
Grilled cheese.
Grilled cheese.
Can I argue with this? During Lent, mozzarella cheese sticks are an entree.
For you, yes, they are. And actually, if you go to the right place, Sonic, or I like Arby's, but Sonic, they can be an entree if you order enough.
If you go to Eskimo Joe's and you're feeling yourself, and you order a whole plate of cheese fries for yourself,
that's an
entree.
Is Eskimo Joe's south of Edmond?
Piss off. Not doing this again. I don't know.
What else would there be? I mean, I'm sure there's like foo-foo food that I don't know.
I just don't know many cheese, like
mac and cheese.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Is that an entree?
I love mac and cheese. I'll go eat a box of mac and cheese and call it an entree, but it's not technically an entree.
Yeah, I mean, they're making it an entree now. They add
chicken,
andouille sausage and chicken and brisket. Man, I had some brisket in Kansas City and mac and cheese that was pretty heavenly.
Cheese fries.
That's an
cheese sticks.
That's cheese.
And this, what is this?
Cheese also.
And what is this one?
That's cheese.
This one over here, what is it?
Cheese.
And this?
That's cheese.
And this?
Cheese.
And this?
Cheese.
From Cat Rock. Is that new? I don't think I've ever said that before.
It's not a new user, but it might be new to the podcast.
ROCH? No, it's been on there for a while.
All right. Thanks for asking a question. He asks, mimosa or Bloody Mary?
Mimosas.
Oh, mimosas. Bloody Marys make me vomit.
I saw somebody tweet something the other day, or I think it was Twitter, but I can't remember. It was like, Bloody Marys are just so people can show off how hungover they are. And it's so true. The ingredients in a Bloody Mary are not good. And even if you enjoy them, because I know everybody's taste buds are different. Even if you're like, yeah, I like a Bloody Mary. Mimosas are so easy. It's orange juice and champagne, and it's delicious. And you could have 90 of them.
That's a good idea right there. Well, see, here's my thing about Bloody Mary. And I apologize to all of you who like Bloody Marys, but I'm going to insult you. I think you've got defective taste buds. First of all, tomato juice is disgusting. And if you put it in beer, you should be banned from public drinking. But a Bloody Mary, I really liked it. It was really spicy. Well, you know why you liked it? Because your taste buds are defective and you can't taste how spicy it is. You have to spice up the food like an elderly person to be able to taste it. Bloody Marys are disgusting, and you can't hide it by putting a fancy pickle and a hamburger on top. It's still a Bloody Mary at the bottom.
You need to calm down. You're being too loud. And it's like,
Explain that to me. Oh, well, I had bacon in my Bloody Mary.
Well,
what the hell do you want to ruin bacon for with tomato juice?
Exactly. Give me bacon and a mimosa.
Amazing. I'll take the Man-mosa at the Chef, Busch Light and orange juice before I drink a Bloody Mary. I'll drink water with my brunch before I'll drink a Bloody Mary.
I don't want any of those drinks.
Okay.
Oh, you're no fun anymore.
There we go.
Next question's from Powercat Ryan. Was Chris Kleiman's body of work at the FCS level alone enough for him to get into the College Football Hall of Fame?
Ooh. You know what? I don't know the answer to that. I don't
know how they judge that.
I don't know. Are those people in? I imagine they are, because there's.
What do you mean those people?
So many levels of
college
football.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I would think so.
If
but then again, he was only head coach for 5 years, but he won 4 championships.
Look, I don't know. I don't know for sure. I'm going to say this. If his career had ended after North Dakota State and they had not put him in because he was only an FCS coach, I would have been a little upset.
Yeah.
And that's not just because he's K-State's coach now. That's because he won 4 national championships in 5 years. I don't care if you're a high school football coach, to win 4 state championships in 5 years is remarkable.
I think the best way to ensure his inclusion is just to go ahead and win a national championship at Kansas State.
I mean, sure, yeah.
Okay, there we go. Solved. I got you taken care of.
Well, I think they should induct him twice.
Ooh.
No.
He should be a 2-time Hall of Famer if he wins the national championship at K-State.
Are you being serious?
Yeah. No, well, okay, not the Kansas State part. But what I'm saying is I think that if for whatever he does, it doesn't matter what the rest of his life he does as a head coach, his dominance over that 5-year period at North Dakota State defined a time in college football that was important, that he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame based on that merit.
I don't disagree with that, but I don't think he should be in twice separately. I think they should dedicate a section of the College Football Hall of Fame to talk about the North Dakota State dynasty. But I don't think they should be like Chris Kleiman, the North Dakota State head coach, and Chris Kleiman, the Kansas State head coach, are both in the Hall of Fame.
So how do you feel about Stevie Nicks being in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame twice for her single career and her part of Fleetwood Mac?
I can truthfully tell you I have no dog in that fight whatsoever, and she could be in it 90 times.
There we go. I don't know where we go with that, but there we go.
From What a Cat. Let's say one of you become Kardashian famous. Who/what would you choose to be your bell cow sponsor? No sucking up to existing sponsors.
I read this question.
Do you need to ask me this?
I read this question like 5 times because I thought he was asking, who would we want to sponsor our cowbells? That's what I thought he was asking.
You don't understand the bell cow. And look, Whataburger, because it'll all be part of my attempt to get the Kardashian fat ass. It all goes together. See that fat ass on him? It's Whataburger.
Crown Royal.
Ooh, that's a good choice, too. Zach?
Taco Cabana.
Wow, that's just sad. I thought Whataburger sucked, but that's just sad.
I think Crown Royal would be, well, A, real classy. B, you talk about free product. Like you're saving about the most money you could on your free product there.
I got news for
you. You get free Whataburger.
Different one. Nissan Altimas, just for forever.
I got news for you. If you're a Kardashian, Crown Royal becomes below you.
That's fair. All right, fine. My sponsor is every bank in the world, and I get their free money.
That's brilliant.
Wells Fargo.
And I wish for
Bank of
100 more
America.
wishes.
Last question of the podcast.
Thank God.
From K-Ned. It's a good one.
Okay.
In the Fansville Dr. Pepper commercial, is the state mom with the surprise tech baby secretly a tech fan or secretly sleeping with a tech fan?
This is a good.
I haven't seen this commercial, but she's clearly a slut, and she probably slept with Les Miles last season.
Oh, my God.
That baby looks just like Les Miles. I guarantee it.
I don't.
Was he a coach?
Is there a way to go back? Does Dr. Pepper have a YouTube channel where they just put these in a playlist in order that we can just watch them all the way through?
Was she ever seen in a basketball player's dorm slow dancing topless?
Was she a nurse at a local high school?
Oh, no.
I don't know what I'm doing. They're going to cancel the show. I'm going to die homeless and penniless. I'm 20 pounds overweight, and no one will ever love me.
Oh, no.
We got to get out of here. Pull up! Pull up, Maverick! Pull up!
No.
Oh, my God. I don't even know. Like, at this point,
We gotta go. We're sponsored by the fridge. we apologize to our sponsors and all other human beings. We'll be back next week. God, we need a game.
You've been listening to the Power Cat Overtime Podcast, presented by Fridge Wholesale Liquor. Power Cat Podcast. All rights reserved. GoPowerCat.com and Spirit Street Publishing.
With BlueLink Plus, you can access your Hyundai Tucson Limited remotely. Doors unlocked, temperature set, lost car found.
There it is.
Get complimentary class-leading BlueLink Plus. Call 562-314-4603 for complete details.